Hey Los Blancos fans, welcome back. Today we've got some massive stories to cover, including Kylian Mbappe's shocking red card against Alaves, what matches he'll miss, and the heartwarming celebration between Kamovinga and Vinicius Jr. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for daily Madrid content. You won't want to miss our exclusive analysis of how these developments will affect our Champions League campaign. Let's dive right in. The biggest story coming out of the weekend has to be Kylian Mbappe's red card during yesterday's La Liga clash against Deportivo Alaves at Mendizorroza. What started as a routine league match quickly turned into a nightmare for Los Blancos. Late in the first half, with Madrid already leading thanks to Kamovinga's beautiful strike, Mbappé found himself involved in a challenge in the middle of the park against Antonio Blanco. What happened next shocked Madrid fans worldwide. The 26-year-old Frenchman completely missed the ball and drove his studs directly into Blanco's leg in what can only be described as a horrendous tackle. The referee initially didn't show a card, but after a VAR review, which we all know rarely favors Madrid, Mbappé was shown a straight red card. The footage doesn't look good, with the former PSG star clearly making contact with his studs up. You have to wonder what was going through his mind at that moment. This marks Mbappé's first red card in a Real Madrid shirt and comes at possibly the worst time, with crucial fixtures on the horizon both domestically and in Europe. According to Diario AS, the French superstar is likely facing a two-match ban, which would rule him out of upcoming La Liga fixtures against Athletic Club and Getafe. The silver lining, if there is one, is that the suspension won't affect Madrid's crucial Champions League quarterfinal second leg against Arsenal on Wednesday, where Ancelotti will need all his firepower to advance to the semi-finals. On a more positive note, Eduardo Kamovinga delivered a moment of magic against Alaves, showing exactly why he's considered one of the brightest midfield talents in world football. The 21-year-old Frenchman opened the scoring with a sublime left-footed finish into the far corner after a clever exchange with Federico Valverde on the edge of the penalty area. The technique was absolutely flawless, the kind of finish you'd expect from a seasoned striker, not a midfielder. But what made this moment even more special was what happened immediately after. Kamovinga made a beeline straight for the bench, seeking out Vinicius Jr., who had been rested by Carlo Ancelotti ahead of the crucial Champions League clash against Arsenal. This celebration speaks volumes about the team spirit within the Real Madrid camp. Despite the pressure of being behind in the title race and facing elimination in Europe, the camaraderie between these young stars remains strong. Vinicius, though not on the pitch, was clearly delighted for his teammate, showing that this Madrid squad is united in their pursuit of trophies. Carlo Ancelotti's decision to rotate his squad against Alaves raised some eyebrows initially, but it's a clear indication of the Italian tactician's priorities at this stage of the season. With stars like Jude Bellingham and Vinicius Jr. dropped to the bench, Ancelotti was clearly keeping one eye on Wednesday's Champions League quarter-final, second leg against Arsenal. After the disappointing 2-2 draw at the Bernabeu in the first leg, Los Blancos need to be at their absolute best at the Emirates Stadium. The rotation strategy seemed to be working well initially, with Madrid taking the lead through Kamovinga. However, Mbappe's red card has now thrown a wrench into Ancelotti's plans. Looking at the numbers, Madrid has won 70% of matches when Ancelotti has rotated at least 4 players this season, compared to just 62% when fielding what would be considered his strongest 11. This counterintuitive statistic suggests that keeping players fresh has been more beneficial than maintaining tactical consistency. The question now is how Ancelotti will adapt his lineup for the Arsenal match. With Mbappé available for European competition, we'll likely see him starting alongside Vinicius and Rodrigo in attack, with Bellingham just behind in his free-roaming role that has yielded an impressive 18 goals in all competitions this season. On the injury front, there's positive news as Dani Carvajal has resumed partial training with the squad following his muscle injury last month. The Spanish right-back is targeting a return for the potential Champions League semi-final, should Madrid advance past Arsenal. David Alaba remains the only long-term absentee, with the Austrian defender still recovering from an ACL injury that has kept him sidelined since December. Club sources indicate he's unlikely to feature again this season. Looking ahead to the fixture list after Wednesday's crucial Champions League clash, Madrid face Athletic Club at the Bernabeu next Sunday, followed by a tricky away trip to Getafe the following weekend. These are matches Mbappé will miss due to suspension, placing extra importance on Vinicius and Rodrigo to deliver in the final third. From a tactical perspective, Mbappé's absence in the next two league games could actually force Ancelotti to return to the system that worked so effectively last season. Without the Frenchman, we'll likely see Vinicius returning to his preferred left-wing position, with Rodrigo on the right and potentially Joselu as the central striker. This setup provides better defensive balance, something that has been occasionally lacking since Mbappé's arrival. The stats support this. Madrid has conceded 0.7 goals per game when playing without Mbappé this season, compared to 1.2 when he starts. The suspension might also give Brahim Diaz a chance to shine. The former Milan man has been impressive in limited minutes this season, with 5 goals and 3 assists in just 687 minutes of action across all competitions. That's a goal contribution every 86 minutes. That's all the major news from the world of Real Madrid today. To recap, Mbappé faces a 2-match domestic ban following his red card against Alaves. Kamovinga scored a brilliant goal and celebrated with benched Vinicius. Ancelotti's rotation strategy continues despite mixed results, and the squad is gradually getting healthier ahead of the season's crucial final stretch. What do you think of Mbappé's red card? Was it deserved? And can Madrid overcome Arsenal without a fully rested squad? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. That's all for today. Please leave your comments below and hit the like button. Thank you for watching.